Welcome to Mango Bay. Hello. We talk. Me bombing everywhere in the world of comedy. We talk Khalistani activists on the Patreon. It's fun. It's goofy. We're riffing. It's a vibe. Come on down.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/mangobay.
Bay.
Let's go, bro. Come on, man. Don't be cringe, yaar.
Hey, you ready to throw hands, bro?
It's no cap, okay?
Hey,
No cap.
you're not
This guy
squad.
doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy's all cap, bro.
He's not valid.
He's all topi.
He's not valid, bro.
No topi. He's not valid, man.
We're recording?
We're rolling. Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Mango
Mango
Bay.
Bay, dude. One-stop shop for South Asian recklessness.
Being gay.
What's happened?
Oh, sorry, that's
We're being brave
being
and gay.
brave.
Two gay boys hanging out. Maybe we should get the algo going. Two gay guys talking about
Two
penises.
brown gay guys.
Two lesbian brown gay dudes talking the talk
This is Mango
and
Gay.
sucking the suck. All right? Today on fucking Fuck Bay, we're gonna slurp the mango right off the fucking root. You already know it. Should we have like a gay episode, like a super gay episode?
I think we're doing it now.
I think they're all gay
It's
episodes.
kind of a
Hello?
crossover of the one where we were dunking on upper class Indians. It's cringe, bro, because
Hold
they
on.
all have a bit of a like a lispy way. That's cringe,
very
bro.
lispy. Before we jump in, hold on. Patreon.com/Mango
that's
Bay.
true.
Join the Patreon.
Gatreon, bro.
Get on the Gatreon /slanging that dick go Bay. Come on down. We got archived episodes. We got early access. We got bonus content that's only available on that platform. People are finding out. They're getting into it. We got the Discord server, so get onto it now. Patreon.com.
And we're gonna be archiving more soon, so you better fucking if you don't behave,
Come on.
we're gonna be archiving more soon.
There's more stuff coming. It's growing. I'm happy about it. AF. Yeah, bro. Our last episode got a little traction. From
Got some. I got a lot of positive DMs.
Yes.
Okay, I got a lot of positive DMs.
Same here.
One of them was from a mutual friend of ours, and she was like, "Man, I related to that episode so much." And now I'm spilling some tea, and maybe I shouldn't.
So did I.
But yes, you spilled some coffee.
Keep going.
And she was talking about how there's like some like Indian comedian who like tried to come and make it here, and she would commiserate and
Yeah.
and she talked shit about you. She's like,
Oh.
yeah, I mean, I'm so sick of what Indian comedy is because you do an accent sometimes. And I was like, this dumb Bombay bitch.
Hilarious. And I'll say to that. And I'll say to that.
You have to do these shouts.
And I'll say to that.
Yeah.
Act up. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's funny. Sorry. It's funny. All
It's
we
a
do
good
here is
time.
we just find now our new accent's Vivek. We're always like, hey guys, this is the new brown accent.
Nicky.
Hey, Nicky.
I don't know, Nicky.
Hey, Nicky.
Why don't you go bend over for Lockheed Martin some more, you skank?
Hey, how about you put on some lube? Well, you already are.
You're a deep state
state
skank, Nicky.
He does have like 90s old conservative wordage.
It's like middle age.
Middle-aged.
Verbiage. You meant
Verbiage,
Or-
exactly. Verbiage, yes. You skank, and you're a
Skank.
all this hootenanny
You know
about
what
the
it is?
Democrats.
That's just me.
You and Vivek would be total bros. I'm realizing this.
I don't know. Vivek's too.
No, bro, y'all are.
There is a debate tonight. This is what it is. December 6th that we're
Yeah.
recording. There's a debate tonight. I'm gonna watch it
Oh my god.
because I just like seeing him. I do like seeing him. Just
I-
kind of
you know
run
what?
circles around in this high. Like I'm like, if this guy wasn't just like such a Tambram,
Yeah.
like straight edge guy, I would think he was on coke.
possibly on coke. I think he's also kind of cute.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's a cutie guy.
He's a little cutie patootie.
And Nikki's not.
Nikki
So
is
this is-
Nikki looks like Jay Leno.
She looks.
You know,
doesn't have the chin.
She's got the chin.
But it's like Jay Leno that's eroded. It's like actually like sharpened.
Yeah. She reminds
for
me
grit.
of the woman in Total Recall when Arnold is dressed up as like a big woman. 2 weeks. She's got that vibe.
They could use her face to frack.
They could.
She has like one of those drill faces.
She does. She does.
Drill face.
Hey, Vivek, you don't know much about foreign policy.
Listen to you, Vivek. I don't know. I get kind of dumber. I get dumber, Vivek.
Have you heard about this, Kev?
That's pretty good, dude.
Have you heard about this, Kev?
We got a jungly story for the week today. Some wild story that happened in the day. Dude, I've been doing a lot of like Union Hall type shows lately, and
Oh shit!
bro,
That's not your vibe.
it's not my vibe. And you do like 2 in a row, and you're like, "Am I a Nazi?
Yeah.
Am I a full Nazi?" I forgot. I didn't realize that.
Did you bomb at Union Hall?
Dude, did I bomb? I carpet bombed.
You carpet bombed Union Hall?
I IDF'd it, dude. I did, but multiple. It wasn't just one, and you shake it off. The whole week was just Union Hall shows, and I kept bombing all of them. And it culminated at like
You're too attractive to perform at Union Hall as like a male.
yeah, exactly. My
The ideal comic at Union Hall is like someone with a peg leg wearing a hijab.
who was allergic to grass.
Yeah.
You know. I don't have enough allergies for Union Hall.
Yeah. I do generally when I do perform there, I kill.
Yeah.
Because I have like kind of smarter, not smarter, but it's like more,
100%. That's what it is. It's like you just look like you're more aware.
Actually, I just look like it. Actually,
That's what I'm
more.
saying, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the real condition here is that he's dumber than he looks, and I'm smarter than I look.
I don't know about the first part, but you are smarter than you look.
And this combination creates Mango
You're
Bay.
smarter than you behave because you don't look dumb.
I do that.
Okay, just based on being
I look
brown.
literally retarded. I look literally.
No, you don't.
This is retard eye, basically.
You don't, because it's only a lazy eyelid, which is quite curious, quite an unusual condition. Mostly you hear about lazy eyes, but
Yes.
you have a lazy eyelid. But I've noticed it's gotten less lazy.
I don't know. People say it's getting less lazy. I don't know.
Sometimes I notice you'll compensate by squinting the right eye a little bit, so the left eye looks less lazy.
It's not even true. But why not? Sometimes I'll look at it, I won't know which one's a lazy eye. It's just like, whatever it is. So I keep you bombing.
It's very charming, though. I'm like looking at it now, and I'm like sucked in like a vortex.
I know, dude. Yeah, there's one girl I fucked recently with like sucked on it.
Whoa.
She just wanted to like
She's
touch it.
Japanese? That's like a Japanese thing, isn't
She
it?
became Japanese for a couple minutes.
Yeah. She
Hell
thought
yeah,
you were Japanese because of the
Maybe.
eye. She was like,
I guess
you'll
you
like
call me
this.
half Japanese.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from my mom's side.
That's exactly it. It's I was just going to say, that's your mom's side.
Call me Harvey Squint, okay? So anyway, so I'm carpet bombing Union Hall, and here's the story. So I meet these guys at Old Man Hustle, 2 fans from Britain, who are like
right.
this one guy, like our age, Pakistani guy, really big fan, right? And but he sees me in the window as I'm performing. As I get off, I see him outside the bar. He's like, "Oh, you're still performing? We saw you outside. We had to come in." Him and his girl. And I'm like, "What? Such nice guys? What the fuck? Okay, that's so nice. Come to the next show I'm doing." Told him to come to Union Hall on Sunday, right? And so, but in this first interaction, he's like, "I love Mango Bay. I love your partner. What's his name? Pranav." And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's all good. Mango Bay fan, British guy, super nice guy, dressed beautifully, right?
Yeah. He
British
sounds
people.
like it.
So cool, super cool guy. Dude, this fucking, I should have not said to come to the show because I knew I was going to fucking not do well.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, they only here till Tuesday. It's the only show that's worth a damn until Tuesday. Let him just come through.
Yeah.
And then he might even see this story. Whatever. But again, rough set. Again, I go up, dude, and they're just like, "Oh, your posture is."
You're like too confident. Union Hall is like, it's like mumblecore vibes.
I need to like bring a dildo on stage or something just to.
You have to keep the dildo in your ass.
Yes, yeah, I gotta
And that'll affect your
waddle,
comedy a
waddle
little
out
bit.
with a dildo.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And you have to start every set with, "So I'm bi." So I'm bi.
You know my favorite
And
movie?
then allow 5 minutes of clapping.
Dude, so I was watching.
Okay, of applause.
I was
And like a
watching-
standing
watching,
ovation.
Grey Gardens for the 10th time. What a great movie.
So I'm queer.
Who likes Pose? Who likes Pose from
He's
FX?
R. Chappelle.
Come on, Vogue.
Meanwhile, they're all actually straight in the audience.
They're all straight white women who are cosplaying as bi. Whatever. And you know what it is? You know when you're lying, you're lying all, and you're like, remember when you're like, your mom knows you're lying, you're just freaking out all the time because you know you're lying?
Yeah.
That's them with their bi-ness. So they're like, at shows, like, everyone's going to know I'm straight. So that's why they're freaking out. They can't laugh. They can't enjoy it because they're all secretly straight. So they're like, no one can know.
Yeah.
They're all just lying. So anyway. So I say stuff like, hey, what's up? And they're like, okay. Time to win. Ladies.
What's up?
Ladies. Yeah, the sup. I know it's the sup. It's the sup, dude.
It's just confidence, right?
I know,
and they
I
don't
know.
like that. But continue.
I tried to compensate for this. This week, I was like, I got 5 Union Hall shows. Let me figure this out. So I put the mic in the stand. I started doing this a lot. I thought this was more gay, so I started doing this during my set a lot.
Now, if you're straight, then it's like it's going to turn into this.
Double.
It's like double.
To them, it was just double Nazi.
Sig Heiling, yeah.
It was a double sig heil. Joe?
What if you just walk on stage with your COVID mask on and then take it off when you get up there?
That's good.
Then you don't have to change
Smart.
anything.
And I have lipstick on.
Or better yet, keep
when
it
it's
tucked
revealed.
around your chin.
Then they think, are you an old black lady? That's the only ones left now doing it, by the way. That's
true.
Randomly.
Weirdly enough, I only see black people wearing masks in
so
public
weird.
on trains.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. Marina Franklin, great comic, still wears a mask. Brings her on mic to shows.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Sharia, my homegirl, you know Sharia, she wears
Love
like an extra mask. She wears like a Bane mask. It's like plastic. She looks like Bane when she puts it on.
So I fucking progressed to bomb, and I go back upstairs. I'm like, everyone's like, great set, Kel. Ha! No, I go up and I see the fans, right? Yeah. I go up, right, and this is like the ultimate like. So I go up. I'm like, I want to leave.
Yeah.
I'm on the spot. I'm also not feeling the vibe. I bombed, obviously. And I was like, hey, man, I got to go right now, but thanks for coming. And he was like, he's like kind of smiling. He's like, let me know when your partner's doing stand-up.
Did you tell them?
I told him, like,
Follow him on
I'll check
Instagram.
him out, but he was like, thanks for coming. When's Pranav up?
Well, that story had a happy ending, right? I think we can all agree that's a happy ending to that story.
Well, I had to give myself a happy ending later because it was so sad.
Wow, that's
Yeah, it was a funny thing. I was like, yeah, come again. And he's like, sure, if it's someone else.
no, dude. I mean, that's the thing. You can't go to Union Hall.
You can't go to Union Hall. You
I
can't
mean,
go to
the
Union
only
Hall.
time I actually really do perform Union Hall is for Hack City.
Yeah. And I haven't bombed there every time. I just the further I go into myself with who I am as a comic, the straighter it gets because this is who I
That's
be.
who you are.
So you want to see who I am. And I you know what? I have some jokes that are like gay friendly. Like they're like, hey, I like skirt. I skirt in there. I skirt, I
lungi in there.
I skirt lungi, in there.
It's not enough, dude.
not
You
enough,
got to go
bro.
balls deep with them.
They gotta like
You got to go balls deep.
let
Sing.
me see your circumcision foreskin.
Yeah.
And then lick it or something. Be kinky. I don't know. I guess I just have to get pegged or something on stage. I don't know what it is.
And you know the thing about Union Hall is they have this painting on the stage behind you, which looks like a possible Union Hall audience member, which is just like a really tight-lipped, uptight white woman.
She looks like the first person who ever canceled somebody.
Yes,
The original-
exactly.
she's like
She's
the
the original Karen.
And then Edith Marie canceled.
It's true. Edith Marie, definitely her name.
Said, how could you say that in 1902? And the snake oil salesman had to leave town. But back then she was canceling black people for being
Exactly.
black. It was a different kind of cancel. Didn't even realize. Yeah. It's just such a shit. Anyway, the people that I see killed there, it's like, I one time I saw Alok Menon like smash there.
Oh, he performed there? I feel like that's too small a venue for him. That's weird. It's weird because he
You
dabbles in stand-up.
He does. That's what I'm saying. So I saw him one time, and his stand-up was just like a recounting of him like changing his hair color or something.
Yeah.
And people were just like, this guy's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He wins.
Yeah.
And the moment he got one laugh, I was like, this is over.
Yeah.
If he gets one laugh, then I'll get 0 for sure. Anyway.
I mean,
That
that's
was-
like very affirmational. It's not even comedy. It's just like, I'm going to affirm everybody, which is, hey, look, that's a beautiful thing on its own.
Yeah. Well, you know what the problem is? It's like, yeah. And now what's next? Now who are you? But they're still on the acceptance part. And we're like, yeah, obviously you're accepted, blah, blah, blah. Now, who are you as a hang?
No, I
Who
mean
are you as a
it's
person?
definitely this is the actual dividing thing that's happening in comedy. We've been trying to nail it, but what I think it really is just comedy that's purely affirmational, and then comedy that is transgressive.
Well, I don't think those are mutually exclusive. You know?
I think they are.
I think
they are.
affirmations can be a transgressive comedy. You can have affirmational stuff like, this is what I believe. These are my takes. That's affirmations, right?
I don't-
Or you're talking about like the idea of like everyone accepted and
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
kind of like that, and it's more just affirming of people's experiences.
Is everyone
right?
okay comedy?
And I do think that is fine.
Yeah.
100%, right? Like I'm not shitting on that per se. But I think the other line is being transgressive. There's voluntary laughter and involuntary laughter. And I think people like you and me are pathologically disposed to involuntary laughter.
Right.
Right? That's where the hardest laughs usually
Sure,
kind of come from.
sure.
As opposed to people in the audience being like, I'm so proud of you, you know?
Yeah. And I try to sometimes give them some stuff like, hey, let me find my intersectional thing to make you happy.
Right.
And at this point, the brown doesn't even hit him.
No.
That's not even, because you're
Not
more
enough.
cis than you are
Not
brown.
enough. Yeah.
And they've seen enough like bus assault stories that they're like, we're done with the browns.
Right. Yeah.
Like y'all are a whole nation of assaulting bus people.
Then you've got Nikki and Vivek out there duking it out for the GOP nomination. Browns are canceled.
Yeah.
You're on
And then you
probation.
got Kamala on one side, fucking sucking her husband's dick, who's like, putting 19 black people in jail a second. So they're all over Indians now. Like they're over the whole Indians is
Yeah.
danger.
Yeah,
Indian is, they get it. Like what we were talking about before, like India's not a problem.
No.
Everyone gets that now, and they're coming back around and hating. So me saying I'm Indian just is actually digging more of a hole now, or I'm Bengali.
exactly.
More of a hole. Like, oh, you're a bus assaulter.
Oh, you're a white adjacent. You're a white adjacent bus assaulter.
Do you chloroform 17-year-old girls on their way to the fucking university? So yeah. So Indian and Bengali is no longer a power move. And so now I'm the double straight.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to show them a video of us talking, and they're like, those are two gay guys hanging out. That doesn't work. I try to give them video footage of us being gay. Maybe that one video where I'm milling your cum. Remember
I
that?
think that's on Maine. I posted that on Maine. It's a GIF of you pretending to jack me off, and I think it ends with me looking very satisfied.
I think I'm like in birthing position.
I'm like convulsing during it. I'm like, and then you're like, like you just took a sip of tea, like you just had a nice sip of chai.
You can find that GIF when you search Nirvana
Yeah.
on GIFs. Jesus Christ! Oh, listen, I'm not frustrated, but I think the more deep I go into my convictions of just goofy and funny at all costs, the more it angers these types of people who are affirmational. Now, I like to think that it's not this way. That I think that after COVID, everyone put those things aside and became one, and you saw that like.
Very briefly.
You saw like a little utopia. Of
That
what
was
could
like
be.
2021 when the outdoor shows were happening.
And then you saw these pink-haired lesbians being not insufferable for
Yeah.
once. You're like, what?
Yeah.
That really was a small moment, and then everyone got back into their line of like, this is my identity, or this is the. Jesus Christ, dude. Anyway, it was like I'm getting more and more cis.
Listen, dude.
I'm getting more and more.
My
cis,
belief is you just keep going down that line, because then you don't have to worry about how people are zigging and zagging in the trend, right? You're just keeping
course.
on
Of
with the
course.
funny,
Of course,
and that's always going to catch. Is my belief.
100%.
Is my belief.
Remember when Kevin James was talking about the bank? Remember that?
Kevin James, like King of Queens.
He had a joke about how like you have to go very long when you're in the bank
Yeah.
and no one's there. You're just walking back and
That's
forth.
a funny bit.
Very funny.
That's really funny.
And he just keeps going for like 3 minutes.
This is what a comedy student you are. You're recording Kevin James bits. Or as my mom knows him, the fat one.
Your mom and me are both big Kevin James fanatics in different ways. I see him as like an armchair. Kevin James circa 95 work. Yeah. His blue period, his bank period. Yeah. Pretty powerful.
Then he got all jacked, or he lost a bunch of weight, and I'm like, dude, you are not a mall cop.
That was so
anymore.
funny when you were like, "You're no mall cop of mine." Yeah, he's He's no longer a mall cop.
I saw
dude.
Bert Kreischer just lost like 50 pounds. I'm like, dude, now
You need to piss yourself on stage every time.
Yeah, it's like that's the basis of your jokes is you taking your shirt
Yeah.
off so people can see your man tits. I you know what I kind of enjoyed his movie, The Machine. It was
yeah?
like a really enjoyable movie.
I didn't check it out. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I really liked it actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like my favorite movie, but I sat back and I was on ketamine, so maybe that had something.
I
to
mean,
do with it.
for the viewers, we got to make sure everyone knows what Parnav's movie tastes. It's either, Paul Thomas Anderson
Paul
or
Thomas
snuff
Anderson.
porn.
He's okay. He's mid.
You see what I'm saying?
No.
Like either the highest vaulted stuff or someone getting ass fucked.
It's never ass fucked. I like paranormal horror films. That's it. And some thrillers.
And snuff ass fuck horror.
Okay, just stop. It's not true at all. That's not true. What snuff ass, whatever you just said, have I...
The hyperbole is that sometimes you like the most mindless stuff ever. So you're
Yeah,
like,
no, 100%.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, definitely. Of course. Of course I do.
You got to watch this movie, dude. It's you got to watch this movie.
Look, the only person I forced to watch those movies is you once or twice,
Which
and
I
then,
love. I'm not hating.
and then
I'm not
my
hating.
girlfriend.
I'm not hating, but it's like just hanging out. Dude, you gotta watch this movie, dude. You gotta watch this movie. It's ass fuck on 13th Street, dude. Halloween
And
special.
surprise, it's ass fuck on Jefferson Avenue. Starring Usama Siddiquee.
And here's the camera. Say hi to the cam. Here's pretty close up. And you've already been acting in it for 3 hours. It looks back. Someone's already eating my ass. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
You're a natural.
You're a natural man.
All right.
Yeah.
Stories for the. What's up, you good?
Yeah, sorry. You gotta
Oh, it's ass fuck o'clock.
ass fuck o'clock. Sorry.
It's half past ass 30. Y'all ready for that?
I kind of want to keep talking about your Union Hall experience.
Sure. I'm
but-
down, bro. So here's the thing, dude. I saw someone like kill based off like a the worst piano song. Like piano is the answer. You want to win these crowds? Piano. Get a fucking 1, 4, 5 chord going, and talk about literally anything in verse.
That's true.
You want to kill anything? Just put a spotlight. Vietnamese coffee is so good. They're like,
It's true. Singing, talking about depression, or you have to announce within the first 2 to 3 minutes that you're bi.
yes, or say we love her. They love that
We
phrase.
love, yeah.
We love her. We love a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
You can go as dark as you want. If you we love her. We love a pogrom. Do we not, ladies? Ladies, do we not love a pogrom, ladies?
Hamas, we love.
Do we love? We stand Hamas.
We love Hamas.
Do we stand? IDF, do we stand? Do we stand?
I'm really worried about the Israel-Palestine dialogue because it's as with all of these things, and we've touched on this a little bit.
Yes.
It's just falling into the dumbest people's hands.
Yes.
Actually, I think we talked about this
No,
with
we
the
did, we
episode
did,
with the
we did.
graffiti, where
Yes.
it's like Jews
is a problem.
Adolf was right or whatever,
False is
you know, and then they like misdrew a
the
swastika.
Jews was right, I think, right?
Something like that.
Dude. Yeah, that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
What are they reading? What are these people reading?
They're not. They just get memes
They get memed
on
out.
on Instagram stories.
That's what it is. They don't read anything.
Yeah, and there's like they do a whole weird thing now with the memes where they do what I call atrocity math. And Israel started this because right out the gate they were like, this was like 5 9/11s
Yeah.
per capita. For us, it was 5 9/11s.
Well, they're doing a lot of children death math now.
Yeah,
right?
and now the Palestinian side is like, actually what's happening in Gaza was 15 9/11s, 2 killing fields, half a Hiroshima, and 1 Columbine. So how do you feel about that? And they keep cutting different kinds of math.
100%.
5 9/11. for Armenian genocide.
It is that. And I don't know where they're getting these values either. I don't know where they're getting these fucking... Because they're not reading. It's just memes being passed around.
Yeah, it's just like meme stuff, and it's it's just like social contagion stuff, right?
Yes.
And of course, this is not a comment on the actual subject of Israel-Palestine itself.
Yes,
just
again.
keeping in mind, it's just people regurgitating information that's already been regurgitated, right? Like nobody thinks for themselves. We live in a society nobody actually thinks for themselves.
Of course.
All of our news is not actual journalism. It's just other people's opinions about what's happening in the news.
Right.
And it makes us feel a certain way. And then we ride that feeling into likes and reshares and da-da-da-da-da, right?
I don't know where 9/11 became the most major label fucking disaster of all time. Like, it's the only thing that's ever happened.
I mean, Hiroshima is actually
That's what I'm
broad,
saying, dude.
You know?
And so it's like 9/11 is now usurped
Yeah.
Hiroshima as like the ultimate like major label attack.
Right.
Even while they're like undergoing it, they're like, this is 4 9/11s.
You know why?
Like
Because the Japanese didn't make a big deal about it, even though it was like 200,000 people that got fucking wiped out.
Yeah, they were almost they were like very like that was not good.
They were like, wow.
That was a bad.
Yeah.
And then they went back to making sushi. You know?
They were like, that's something we would do, dog. And then they were like, time to rebuild. And then they just kind of, that's what I like about Japanese.
Well, Japanese people are great because they
move
always
ahead.
reflect, right? So as after the blast, they must have been like, well, Indonesia, we would have been crazy there. Like they're pretty much.
I mean, not really. Okay, because you still have them. They have like an ear. They have like an ear mound and stuff like that.
Right, but like in that time period, weren't they? I mean, they were like pretty much empired out, right?
Dude, I mean, the Japanese. Nobody's more fucked up than the Japanese.
You know?
Okay,
like
nobody.
If you want, if I will say this, right? I will say this. If there's one race I don't want owning me, it's Japanese people because they're fucking weird.
It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? Like they're too psychosexual with it.
I know.
Like
Even
Russians are like so deep and raw and just like angry and kill you. But then Japanese people are like, I will fuck your corpse.
No, they're like, I want to put things inside of you.
I will put the pickled carrot in your ass. And you're like, I'll take the Stalin. I'll take Stalin, please. Don't put a tentacle in my ass.
Could you just regulate me, please? Just at least a dick.
Guys. Please.
Now we'll do weird experiment on you.
Dude, we will make you the Tsukiji fish market.
We did experiment where we stitched his ear to his butthole.
Oh, yeah.
Then put his butthole on his forehead.
Dude, Japanese sex is just like a Picasso painting, It's just like ears on ass, armpit on nose.
And look, the same people who came up with most anime that you see, you don't want to be at the barrel of their gun.
And that's just the YA stuff.
Right.
That's just the young adult fare.
I mean, this is why the U.S. government told Japan, you have to put in your constitution you can never make war ever again. Because you guys go too hard.
You guys are too crazy.
Okay?
You guys are too crazy.
You guys go too hard.
There's a provision like, no tentacle warfare, please.
Their sex is so crazy, they have to blur out their genitals because there's actually other shit going on underneath there.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
You think it's blurring the dicks out.
Yeah. They're like, we'll find a way around this blurring of the genitals.
You know what's worse than a blur? Not blurring it. Then you see what's actually going on. The blurring is for you guys. It's not some sexy thing.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure like Japanese imperialism was the worst one, just because they're fucking hentai.
They're fucking nuts,
They're
dude.
fucking nuts.
They're so nuts.
And I'm searching, and I'm in there.
Do you want to know why 9/11 is such a popular thing?
Why?
Because it's a blockbuster movie quality tragedy.
That's interesting.
It is spectacular.
Yeah,
Like if you saw that in an action movie,
you'd be like, holy shit.
You'd leave the theater going like, it was a little on the nose.
Right.
Yeah. You'd be
Probably
like, Michael
like a-
Bay's really losing his touch,
It seemed kind of fake how
Right,
the buildings
right.
collapsed right on themselves, like a perfect demolition.
Oh my god, that's so true. That is so true.
Love that, Joe.
That's very true. It's like bad CGI. Is the whole tragedy. It's very good. And now they're after the Pentagon.
Dude, I just saw
Like,
a clip.
wait, what?
Right before you buzzed up, I was sitting here with Joe, and I saw a clip of Alex Jones is speaking in July of 2001, being like, they're going to try and take down the trade centers with a plane. I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah?
This guy is fucking
Didn't
nuts.
they try to already? Like, there was already one attempt before 9/11, so he was maybe going off that?
No, he was saying it was going to be like an inside thing and that the government was going to let it happen or be responsible and that they were going to use a plane. And he was citing like actual U.S. newspapers that had
Holy
reported on it.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
In the 90s, it was like,
there's going to be 2 Indian Republican
In the
candidates.
90s, he was in his twink era. Alex Jones was like a proper twink back then.
I tell you, my best friend when I growing up was Alex Jones fanatic.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Alex Jones, the hilarious guy. It was Alex Jones, our Lord and Savior. Like he was very much. He would say things like, "According to the Hill," and you're like, "Oh God, this guy." And he was always him and like this other brown guy were always at it in Jasper High School because one was Republican, one was Democrat. They're always just going at it. And Khalistan would like start like you would like this guy because he was like kind of a violent guy too.
I mean, you told me
So
about him.
he would start like pushing the other guy, just like hitting him, like, "Hey, you don't get it." But they're talking about like Ben Shapiro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's like the gayest thing, the cutest, like gayest Jewish guy. He has 2 kids now. Love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Anyway, which is all to say, fucking Union Hall is dumb as fuck, and I'm just like I'm so like over how they analyze everything and how they're just like it's like klepter and ketamine, and I just want them to
Unclench their
read more,
buttholes.
just read more, unclench. What are you reading? The people you like, your heroes wouldn't even like you.
That's exactly true.
Your hero Bell Hooks wouldn't
I
sit
was
with
gonna
you.
say-
Bell Hooks wouldn't hang out with you. What?
You think you're a phony bitch.
You know? That's all I'm saying, dude.
That's all
And
I'm
somehow you navigate these spaces so well that I'm just like,
It depends.
I don't know, dude.
Depends.
I imagine you on these podcasts like Pranav. We have a local ally here. He gets it. This guy gets it.
Not
And in your
exactly.
head, you're just like, pussy fart.
That is
and
fairly
shit in my
accurate.
ass, pussy fart and shit in my ass. Hey, and fuck him in the.
I don't know why I do this, but every
But I
time.
know, but I'm like, why can't I have that vibe where I'm like, pussy fart? But when I said that, everyone's like, Usama saying pussy fart in his head right now.
Because you're much more of like a golden retriever, and I'm much more of like a cat, you know?
Yeah.
So people are they don't know that we're actually the same
Yeah, I
in that
know,
way.
dude.
You know what I mean? So that's what it actually is. Although somebody told me recently, they're like, on the surface, Usama's like the dog and you're like the cat, but in reality, you're the dog and he's the cat.
Someone thinks they said a smart thing,
And then they got off stage at Union Hall.
Everyone's like, "Who the fuck
That
are
was
those
a
people?"
bit.
I think I've it's both, but I do have many introverting ideas that people don't see at first glance.
Yeah.
Lone wolf energies that we both have. I think actually.
Yeah.
That guy's wrong. It's like at first glance, Pranav's a cat, and second glance, he's a bigger cat, and then I'm like a dog who's got cat. Really, we're cats.
Yeah, let's drop the metaphor now. It's not taking us.
So it makes us both snails.
It's a limited metaphor.
I think we're both snails now. Yeah, bro. I mean, the idea really is, and this is what was really just annoying me with Union Hall this week, is that you're not looking at the essence of something. You're not taking just one step to look at the essence of something, and you're just staying here. And if you saw the essence, you would realize that I'm here. I'm what you want.
Yeah.
You want me. Trust me. You want. I'm fighting harder for you on every level because I have a black friend.
Look, that is actually the thing, right? Is like people who do not interact with black people at all being the most social justice-y oriented.
And you know what I call them? I call them friends.
Yeah.
That's the key difference. I'm sick.
And speaking of sick, I want to drop into a story real quick about our boy.
Wait, we should do this on the Patreon.
Oh yeah, real
Oh
quick.
shit,
We
we're
should
gonna
wrap
get
this up.
in more into the Panan thing on the Patreon, guys, and another great story. So head on over there.
Should you tease the story right now? So it makes
Well,
people-
Guru Patwant Singh Panan. First of all, India apparently made an attempt on his life, and now he's.
On Patreon.
He also clapped back with a threat at the Indian Parliament. We're gonna talk about that.
Patreon.com/MangoBay.
Your mango bay.